Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, my name is Beth and I homeschooled two kids, a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old. This is our first year homeschooling. But I am going to share with you one thing that has absolutely saved my homeschool this year. Shortly after we started my son's kindergarten year, we found out that we were expecting our third. And so I started off really strong with all of our curriculum, and then somewhere within like 6 weeks of starting our school year, man, the first trimester hit, right? And I was really struggling to get through a day with all of the things that I had planned. Before we had started, my husband and I attended a homeschool conference, and there was a woman named Pam Barnhill who was there, and we were listening to her talk, and she introduced an idea to me that I had never even thought of before, but it completely revolutionized this year and pretty much saved our homeschool year. And it's called the Minimum Viable Day. And if you've never heard of Pam Barnhill before, she is a pro homeschooler. She has been doing it a really long time. Hop over to her website at pambarnhill.com. It's called the Homeschool Solutions. And she has podcasts and videos and articles that you can read. And they're just amazing wells of knowledge. And I've learned a lot from her. And I really enjoy listening to her for tips and just all kinds of great things concerning homeschool. Anyway, so we were sitting there, and I was taking notes on during her talk, and when she was talking about this minimum viable day, I was kind of like put off for a second, because I thought that the whole idea behind homeschooling was to pack your day full of like everything that the kids in public school usually go through. And I'm going to talk about that kind of in a different video about my schedule. But once I started feeling the first trimester symptoms, just being tired all the time and just sick and all of that stuff, the idea of the minimum viable day came back to me. And basically, the minimum viable day is what you, as a homeschool parent, will feel comfortable with calling it a day as far as what you teach. So we had all kinds of subjects. I mean, we were doing a Memoria Press kindergarten curriculum, and again, I'll link that video at the top, and you can go see all of the things that they had planned for the day. And I am a type A personality, and so they have checkboxes, and I love checkboxes. And so I was trying to do every single thing on the list, and it just wasn't working anymore. I was getting really overwhelmed and frustrated, and it wasn't helping anybody. So my husband and I sat down, and we decided what subjects to cover that would make us feel like we did a good day's work of school. And basically we came up with math, reading, phonics, and Bible study. Handwriting was kind of mixed in with the phonics, and so we weren't really too concerned about that. And that became our day for a long time. Basically through the first trimester and a little bit into the second trimester, until I started getting a lot of energy back and pep back, and then I started to reintroduce some of the extra subjects that we had been doing in the beginning. But if you feel that your day is just too overwhelming, and this happens all the time, not just for pregnancy, but if one of your kiddos is sick, or you guys went to bed late because, whatever reason, or you just don't feel like it that day, or your kids don't feel like it that day, or your kids are fighting you tooth and nail to even sit down at your table to do any subject, this idea just really takes the pressure off. And believe me, my kids did math, reading, and phonics, and Bible study for like 2.5, 3 months, maybe even 4 months. And I think that by the end of the year, they're still going to be exactly where they should be, or maybe even a little bit ahead. So at first I was really concerned that they weren't going to be learning their social studies or their history or their science, or they weren't going to be doing their art or music or crafting. And that stuff is fun for the kids to do, but you have to be the best for them as well. And sometimes you really just need to take a step back and just re-examine what the basic necessities are for you to feel as if you did a good day's work. And so that saved my homeschool this year, is the fact that I am not in public school. My kids don't have a schedule that they have to keep. And so it was so freeing and just completely revolutionized my homeschool this year. And like I said, until I got back the energy and the drive to really to enter into the whole curriculum again. But remember, you're homeschooling, and so you get to choose what is right for your family at that time. There's seasons of life, we all know this. And as a homeschooling mom, homeschooling dad, there are just times when things don't work out the way that we plan them. And the minimum viable day is so useful, and it just frees you and it liberates you from this pressure to be this perfect Pinterest-worthy homeschool. That's not what it's about, and so I just wanted to share that with you guys, because I know that there are times when you guys probably feel that, today I don't want to do this, or I just really feel terrible today, or just, we're tired, I have a sinus infection, whatever the case may be. There is that option where you can just skim back down on all of your subjects and be like, this is what we're going to learn today, and I'm totally okay with that. Because I promise you, your kids will not be injured. Like the education you're providing them won't be hindered at all. Your kids will still learn tons, and your day will still go on. So again, the idea of the minimum viable day is not original to me at all. I heard it from Pam Barnhill, and so definitely check out her website, pambarnhill.com. It's called The Homeschool Solutions, and that website is amazing, and I really admire her and I respect her. So if you ever wanted like kind of like a mentor, or someone you can just like pop in some earbuds and listen to a podcast real quick while you're walking your dog or doing the dishes, she's definitely somebody that has the experience that us first-time homeschoolers crave, and she's just been invaluable to me as a resource. So go and check that out, and thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!